says preparing to live stream.
Oh, it's the preparing. Okay, great.
Yeah.
I love to be prepared.
Okay, we're live, Dean.
Meeting is now streaming, and it's New Thought Tuesdays. Hi, everybody. Super Seeker Creatives. Where does faith enter into your success in the entertainment industry? This week on New Thought Tuesdays, Rich and I are going to help you clear the decks of thoughts that are creating crap in your life and help you focus on love and your highest and best life. That's what we're doing today. So do you believe, I guess the question we've got is, do you believe that you have the power to create joy and happiness and success in your career? And oh, by the way, your life. Do you believe that? Do you know where that power is? So we're going to help you today to discover this power and to use it. You're going to use it to create more enthusiasm, more confidence, more excitement. It's just about everything, about your career, so that you can live the life that you've always dreamed of living. So join us today. We are live right now. And if you're watching this on social media, we have a community gathered waiting to have a discussion with us after this is over. And we'll tell you how to become involved in that later on. Hey, Richard, how are you?
Hey, so where is this power you're talking about?
Where
it's
is
your own mind?
Where is it?
It's in your own head. What you believe you can receive.
It's so funny because it is within your head. It's within your human thinking. And then you begin to understand that it even transcends your human thinking. That power is within.
Yeah.
That power is within your awareness of yourself, your image, and all of the image that you are part of. So this power, a lot of times we'll think this power is outside of ourselves.
Yeah.
And sometimes, so that person, that director, that producer, that actor, that musician, that composer, that oboist, they're the ones with the power. That's not the power we're talking about.
No.
What we're talking about is that power within, that sense of power, that sense of empowerment within yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Power. Let's go a little deeper with this. So with Ernest Holmes, who I love his writings, there's only one power, one presence, one life. That power and presence is God, divine intelligence. That power is me. I'm one with that divine presence, one with that power. So, for me, the whole faith things, we're going to talk about faith. Let's talk about your faith. Faith in what? Do you have faith in those people out there that are going to build your career, the casting directors, the agents, the managers, the people that have appearance of control over your life? Are you going to look within to that, what I call the genie within, to be able to tap that power? God, I love talking about this because that power is the same power that creates the universe and everything in it. And we have access to it. And through your faith and belief in this power, then you can manifest whatever you desire to create in your life. Okay, take it over, Dean.
Well, but absolutely. And for those of you who are watching this live stream, I recognize there are any number of different types of awarenesses of people that are listening to this. And for those people who go, yeah, Rich, yeah, Dean, I got it. Yeah, I know. I'm asking you to listen and go back to what is that beginner's mind. Listen today as if you don't know, and allow yourself to reveal more to yourself that you do know. More. coming at this from a place of, oh yeah, I got this, I know that, yeah, let me find someplace else to find something new, something deep. Come at this from a place of beginner's mind, fresh, new, like that of a child. If you're new to this stuff, what we suggest is that you begin to take it just in a little bit of a chunk. Look for examples of where this idea that the power is within me as opposed to them is true for you.
Yeah.
Not where it's not true, but where it is true, and then stick with the ride. Because there's a type of power that is going on around in your experience that we're pointing to a greater power, a more expansive power, a more powerful power.
Ernest Holmes says a powerful good in the universe, and you can use it. And so we're using this same power every day. Take a look at your life, and whatever you're thinking about, focusing on, acting upon, that's what you're creating. So you're actually using this power, but you're using it not wrongly, but you're using it against yourself rather than for yourself. And so you can use that same power, and through the spiritual teachings that we teach on New Thought Tuesdays, you can switch your thinking around to start to manifest more of the good in your life rather than the things you don't want. The things you do want rather than the things you don't want.
Yes. And like Rich says, we're all using it right now. We're all using these principles right now. It's just whether we're consciously using them or not.
Yeah.
If you're going to, if you're going to take a trip someplace and you're constantly going willy-nilly on roads and streets, you're using the roads and the streets, and maybe there's a tollway and maybe there's a highway. But if you have identified what the direction is and what the most efficient, most direct route is, that's kind of what we're talking about here. Let's look at what you're focused on and look at what the choices that we're all making are. And if you want the choices that you are wanting, then let's focus. Then we are encouraging you to focus on what it is that you are wanting rather than focusing on what you are getting that you don't want.
Yeah. And then take action towards that one step at a time, having faith and believing that you can have it, that you have the power within you to create it. And therefore, when you take these, I always say at the end of my treatments with people and with my clients and stuff, is act as if you have, so you may receive. If you have the faith that you're working with this unlimited power and presence is not withholding anything from me, and act as if that's true, you're going to start taking steps in the direction of the thing you want with a positive mindset. Mm-hmm. And if you don't have that faith, because we're talking about faith, then I don't understand how we can move forward without the faith and the belief in not only ourselves, but in the universe to support us. I've been there. Still go there with my disbelief. It happened to me. And Dean, we wanted to talk more about some of the experiences that we've had in our life. So I'll talk about, is it okay, Dean, if I talk about this?
Sure.
So I'll talk about my experience this weekend. I had a big job coming up, and I bought all this new equipment, a new computer, yellow box, all kinds of things, setting it all up, couldn't get it to work. And here it was 3 days before I had to go out and shoot the job. And nothing was working. And so I lost my faith and trust, and I kept trying to make it happen, battle against it, trying to make this thing happen. I tried everything. Nothing worked. And my wife kept saying, call Ezram. Ezram's this tech genius that I work with, one of my clients. Call Ezram. And I kept, just trying. No, I'll get it. I'll do it myself. But, the universe was saying, Richard, call Ezram. And I called him in the last hour, actually 3 hours before I had to cancel the job and tell him I couldn't do it. And he came in and jumped in. We figured out the problem. Boom. But all that time I wasted because I didn't have faith. I was stuck in the, this isn't going to work mindset. I can't get this to work. And my wife kept saying, Richard, take a break. You know, we're going on a boat trip out in the harbor for a party on Saturday night, and I'm still working, trying to get it to work. And I was going to cancel it. She said, just go have fun. Just go and let go of it not working out. And let's focus on it working out. Call Ezra. Just call Ezra. So.
Well, I think there's one thing that we're talking about, and clearly the first thing we're talking about is listen to your wife. No. Yeah. Listen to the universe.
Yeah.
As you are taking in, because I don't believe that your time was wasted at all. I think what I believe is that you were experiencing a demonstration of God because of the way it unfolded. There, all of a sudden, there was a moment and an answer. There was a lot of gnashing of teeth beforehand, but you got to a point yesterday when there was a moment and an answer, and you relieved. Before that, you released. It's like, I may need to have to cancel the shoot. And you didn't go there. You allowed that answer to come in. The answer came in. The solution was present. And therefore, what we would call demonstration took place. And I believe that's because you have the faith that carries you through this, even when you're kicking and screaming.
Yeah.
And you did some kicking and screaming this weekend. Okay.
But here's the thing, Dean. I didn't have faith that I could figure it out. I was stuck in the, I can't figure this out. I can't get it. And if you keep saying that to yourself, that's what you're going to get. And that's what I got. I had faith in Ezra. I really did, because he's worked through so many technical problems with me in the past. That's what I'm talking about, faith. Believe it and you shall receive it. And I believe that Ezra could help me. I don't know why I hesitated for so long to call him. I guess I didn't want to bother him, but on a weekend. But yeah, it's faith. I think you have to believe in something, believe in yourself, believe in this power and presence, believe in the universe, believe in Ezra. Yeah. So how about you? How was your weekend? Hey, you're in Poconos.
I am up and about, out on a wonderful adventure. There's here where we're staying. There's a big picture on the wall that says "Adventure awaits." It's like, oh yes, adventure awaits. Here's where I have faith that there is adventure awaiting. And up in the bedroom, there's a big piece of artwork that says "Just breathe." So any of you that know us know that, hey, just breathe is where I begin everything. The other place that we begin everything, and this has been all, you asked what's going on for me this weekend, has been all about affirmative prayer. That sense of that faith that I have, whether it's a mustard seed or growing greater than that, and focusing on that idea of affirmative prayer, prayer that is structured to allow the recognition of an all-powerful being, the fact that I feel unified with that being, as that being, then I recognize on what divine urge I have. I give grateful thanks for that divine urge and for this prayer. And then I release those human words, believing them to be a spiritual word. I release it into this magnificent subconscious beingness that is around. And I trust in my faith that those words are being fulfilled. And then I look for the demonstrations. Holmes says, and I read this from the 365, Science of Mind 365, and I'm reading right now. Holmes says, affirmative prayer means that we clear the mind of all doubt and fear and turn in faith to the great giver of life. It means that we become aware of the presence of God within and around us, here and now. It means that we affirm this presence and accept it calmly, quietly, peacefully, in all of its fullness. And so that's where I've been this weekend, one of the things that came up is I was in prayer, and what came was, be done. And I do wish it had been a little bit clearer to me, but that's what I got. It was very clear. I asked for some clarification, but the words that came were, be done. And I've been working with that in faith that my path and who I am is in the perfect place of readiness. Done. The preparation has been made. I am present and here, ready to serve. The adventure awaits and will continue. I'm just breathing, but I'm done and I'm ready to help even more people and to follow my spiritual path even greater and even more glorious. So that's what this weekend has been for me.
Yeah, that's what faith does. Be done.
Be done.
Just be done.
Because, and this is another thing that we wanted to bring up this week, because this is another Ernest Holmes. He says, I believe that love is guiding me. I believe that love is guiding me. I believe there is a divine power that goes before me and makes perfect my way in joy and happiness. I believe this power is flowing through me to the joy and happiness of all those around me. And that's what I believe, and that's what Rich and I are committed to here at New Thought Tuesdays. Speaking of which, if you're seeing this on social media and you want to be part of our discussion that is now about to take place, we do it every Tuesday. We get into community and we have a discussion, and people share their demonstrations. They share their struggles. We have a community that we love, and we love you guys. And so if you want to be part of this, go to newthoughttuesdays.com. Press on yes, I want to be reminded, and we will send you the private link for our discussion, and which we're about to get into right now. Do we have anything else, Mr. Smith, before we continue on?
No, that's good. Thank you. Faith. Move forward in faith and be done. Love that. Just
move
be done.
Forward in faith.
There was something else you said about being done, be done, what that meant to you, which was
that idea of being done and being like, I was kind of equating it to, I happen to like filet. Filet is a meat, and yes, I do enjoy that very much. And so there's a way that it's prepared, and you have your way of what you want that meat to be, and there's a place where it's done. It's ready to be enjoyed. It's ready. It has fulfilled where it needs to be for you to experience and express it. And so that's how I feel. I feel like I'm this filet that is done. I'm ready to be experiencing and expressing my fulfillment right here and right now.
Yeah, I love that. Thanks for putting that out there, because be done can be taken as, I'm done with this, I give up. But yes,
to a certain extent, but to a certain extent, there is that aspect. You know, I've talked about this before, having 100% of your life and 20% of it is that really makes a difference in your experience, and 80% of it that just can be let go of. Well, I'm also ready to be done, and I will always be ready to be done with letting go of that stuff that no longer serves.
Yeah, there you go.
So let's get into conversation with our folks today. We send you great thanks. We send a thought focus with you to have a fabulous week, and we'll see you next week here on New Thought Tuesdays. And we're about to go into conversation with those people in our community that are here ready to talk. So here we go.
So we'll see you next Tuesday.